Hello there, beautiful people. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading. Yeah, this is my first one I've ever done, but I felt very called to do it, and I'm just super excited. So I have 4 decks here, 4 piles rather, that y'all can pick from. I'll show close-ups and all that good stuff. But yeah, so today specifically we're going to be talking about the wound that needs the most healing, okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean a physical wound, but it could be. But just a wound within our mind, body, or soul that truly needs tending to. And we're going to talk about the medicine that will help heal that wound, the steps that we can take. We are going to be diving deep. We will see what comes out of these decks. Each of the decks are curated specifically for the energy that I have in the 4 piles. So there are the beautiful piles here. So please just take a couple deep breaths, a few deep breaths. Really center yourself and ground yourself. Try to do this in a place where you feel calm. And pick whichever you feel truly called to. There's no necessarily wrong or right way to pick a deck or pick a card. You'll just know. You'll just feel it. And maybe you'll feel multiple decks. And if that's the case, you can definitely watch different decks. But I would just say go with the one you feel really strong towards and pick that one first. And each of the piles, like I said, are just curated very specifically for the energies. So I'm going to give y'all a more closer in-depth look, and I'll leave timestamps as well. But yeah, so let's get into it. I'm very excited. I had cleansed my cards last night. It was the pink moon, the full moon in Libra at that, which is my moon sign. And so I recharged my cards last night, and they feel so beautiful, and they just have a lot to say. I just feel it. I just know it. I woke up knowing that I needed to do this, and so I am very excited. So first, let's tap into the energy of the dragon. So if you picked the dragon pile, hello, welcome. Just gonna cleanse a little bit. This is a singing bowl here. Nice. Okay, so let's tap into it. Let's see what we have here for the people who picked the dragon. So, okay, wow. Okay, so right now I'm using cards from my Isis deck, and it seems like it's been very deep and dark for you in your past. It seems like people have really, it's so painful, because I really resonate with this feeling. It's just like people out there in the world that have held parts of you, that continue to hold parts of you. These people may not even be in your lives anymore, but still have a part of you, a part of your spirit, of your soul. And so it seems like the biggest thing I feel that needs to be healed is the whole self. I feel like there might be a feeling of incompleteness, a feeling of almost emptiness, almost like dull, like you're like going through life and you're doing the things that you love and you're with the people that you love, but it just feels dull. It just feels like something's not there. That's the energy that I'm feeling here. We have the Truth's Unveiled card, and we have the Temple of Black Obsidian. Whenever I see the Temple of Black Obsidian, it's just very deep soul healing. And I actually think that's what it is, soul healing, healing the soul. bringing the soul back together. This card was reversed. It's a deep wound. It's a deep wound, and the only way it can be healed is from yourself. Of course, people can help and help nurture you, but ultimately, the only person to truly mend this wound and bring it to health is you. So it's all about, you see, it's all about stepping into our power. I feel like the dragon energy is almost like the wings are wounded. Okay, so if we're talking about the dragon itself, like the wings of the dragon right now are wounded. It can't fly. I feel like that's the energy that I'm feeling. You can't fly. You can't feel like at your prime. You can't feel, you know, on top of the world, because your soul is not in alignment. Your soul isn't whole. Your soul isn't with you. It's like someone has gotten pieces of your soul, that may be through trauma, that may be through a bad business relationship, a bad romantic relationship, a bad friendship. It might even be that someone close to you had passed and transitioned on, and it's deep. It gets deep. You know, when you connect with people and you show them parts of your soul and things don't go the fairy tale ending way, sometimes they can really hold a part of us. And if we don't heal through our traumas, they continue to have that part of us, and life continues to feel dull, and life continues to feel like there's something missing. Okay? So that's what I'm feeling. I feel like it's soul healing. It's deep soul healing. It's connecting back with the self. It's connecting back with self-worth. It's connecting back with self-love. Okay? Wow. Okay. So right now I have the Son of Cups, which is equivalent to the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Discs. So it's all about our emotions. It's all about, pardon me. It's all about our emotions. It's all about centering ourselves and grounding ourselves so that we can have a harmonious and joyful emotional life, right? So it seems like maybe there's a lot going on. Maybe we're juggling a lot in our everyday physical lives. You know, maybe you're trying to make ends meet. Maybe you're trying to take care of loved ones, take care of yourself, take care of a home. It seems like you're taking care of things, and it's a lot of things, multiple things, while you're still trying to keep your emotions flowing, but in a way that isn't damaging to all of the different avenues and people and things that you're tending to. I feel like it's almost like, yes, you need to take care of the physical world, but also like your emotional world needs love and attention too. And so it's a tricky balance. It's a tricky balance that's going on right now. But I think the best thing to do in terms of the emotional side, in terms of trying to keep our emotions cared for, is by sitting with yourself, taking time to self-care, taking time to sit with your emotions and feel them. And that can be through art. You know, maybe you can listen to music and really feel your emotions and purge that way. Maybe you can write music. Maybe you can, you know, pick up an instrument and play some tunes. Maybe you just sit and meditate, sit and think, or journal. Whatever that is for you, whatever you know is best for you. I have a feeling that you might have been avoiding doing that because of all of the things that you've been juggling in your regular life, right? So take time to emotionally heal yourself, because if you have an empty glass, you're not going to be able to pour to anybody. You're not going to be able to give to anybody. So please take time to love and heal yourself, and at the very least, just make your emotions valid. Make your emotions feel like they matter, because they do. Every single one of them do. Okay? Oof. And it's raining outside. It just started raining outside. Let those emotions flow, okay? Let those emotions flow. There's going to be a beautiful rebirth going on once you tap back into your power, okay? But tapping back into our power means that we have to realize and come to terms with when our power was taken and who took our power or what circumstances took our power. And that is hard. That is rough. That hurts. It's almost a roller coaster, you know, but it needs to happen at some point, right? So yeah, facing the truth hurts, but facing the truth is so essential in order for us to be reborn and have a new start where we are truly ourselves, where we can be whole again, where we can feel like, oh, this is me, you know? Oh yeah, please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Okay, your vessel. Your vessel is so important. I feel like you do work that's very body, what's the word? It just need, like, you do work that your body is just very needed. Like, sometimes when I channel and I do readings, like, words really slip from me. But it seems like whatever work that you do or work that you're doing right now really involves the physical body. So it's so important for you to take care of your vessel so that you can continue to give to the world, right? So doing stretches, okay? I see stretching. I see feeding the body right. I see drinking water. I see taking a break when needed, calling out when needed. I see calling out when needed. I see, oh yeah, I see telling someone no. I see telling someone no. Yes, no is okay. Saying no is so okay. Sometimes you need to say no. Sometimes you have to say no, and that does not mean that you're letting anyone down. That means that you're lifting yourself up because you are realizing, you know what? I'm not ready for this right now, or this is not worth it right now. I need to take care of myself. You are choosing you when you say no, okay? So don't think you're letting anyone down when you say no. Listen to your body, listen to your vessel, okay? Because if you don't, I'm telling you, these wounds will really just worsen. When a wound isn't tended to, it gets worse. So take care of yourself. Take a step back. I feel like taking a step back is so important for this healing. Taking a step back. Taking a step back specifically from, wow. Taking a step back specifically from work, from rigid things, from things that make you feel like you can't be free. Okay, we need to step more into creativity, and creativity that isn't with judgment. If you're already a creator, already an artist, do art that you don't even care what it fucking looks like at the end. Okay, doing art where you can just be free. Let your inner child glow. Let your inner child just be fucking happy and create, okay? And creating in a way where whatever you make, you are so freaking proud of, as if you're the parent of that creation, because you literally are. Anything that you make, you are the parent of. So think of a parent and a child. Usually when a child makes something and brings it to their parent is so fucking happy, so excited, wants to show the whole world, wants to post it on Facebook, post it everywhere, tell their coworkers. That's the type of energy you need to give to yourself when it comes to things you create, when it comes to all the little steps that you take for yourself, whether that be getting up early in the morning, earlier than you usually do, whether that be eating healthier. You know, any time that you choose you should be so proud of yourself as if you're a parent, because we're literally growing ourselves, right, and healing ourselves. So wow, please, yes, absolutely, get out into nature if you can. I know specifically right now, if you're watching this during the kind of pandemic, quarantine, stay-at-home situation, I know we are cooped up, stuck in the house, but walk outside and just listen to nature and let nature move you however you seem fit. Whether you want to dance to the sounds of nature, whether you want to put some tunes on and dance, whether you want to pick up a paintbrush and, you know, whatever it is, but get in tune with nature. Go outside. Nature is so healing. If you can, take off your shoes, you know, walk on some ground, walk on some earth, walk on some grass, because literally walking on the earth heals you. You could do your own research on that, but it's beautiful. Literally just walking on earth with bare feet. That's the bare minimum. It's beautiful. So get back in tune with earth. And also builds confidence. It's all about building confidence right now. I feel like it's all about building confidence, building self-worth, and choosing you. Okay? So real self-love is birthed out of self-acceptance. So when you're going through the trauma that you went through and reliving it almost by, because when you look at the traumas that you went through and you realize the truths and the scary things about it, it's scary, you know, and it takes you back, right? But once you accept those traumas, you can really start to accept yourself, and you can start to be like, you know what? Yes, I went through this, but this doesn't make me, you know, this doesn't define me. You know, once you move to a place of self-acceptance, you can really be confident and shine and glow in the world that you deserve to glow in, you know. But if we don't heal the traumas that we went through in the past, if we don't acknowledge them, if we don't sit down with ourselves and unpack and debrief with ourselves, that self-confidence is not going to be rooted in something that won't crumble, you know. Self-love is really, really strong when it comes from self-acceptance. If you accept yourself, it doesn't matter what anyone or anything says, because you already accepted yourself. So it's all about accepting ourselves and wanting to put ourselves out there and being confident enough to do so. But in order to do that, we have to know who we are, and we have to step into, okay, like, these things happened to me, but what did I do in result of those things? How did I bounce back? You know, I feel like sometimes with trauma, like, sometimes we push it away, sometimes we go through it and we're just like, you know what, like, I don't want to think about it anymore. Like, sometimes trauma just really disables us and we don't know what the fuck to do. But it's so important to recognize how we always get through trauma. How, yes, trauma happens, but we always get through, and that's important to note, you know. But it's also important to take a step back and be like, whoa, I went through a lot of trauma and I need to replenish myself, recharge myself. That's what I'm feeling, the energy of just needing to take a pause, really, and get back in tune with the emotions, get back in tune with the joy of just being and creating. I think what needs to happen is just a slowdown. And that's easier said than done, you know. Of course, like, if you can't, you can't, right? But at least creating time just for you. You know, we create time for work, we create time for people, we create time for all these different things, but how often do we create time for us? That's what's important. So, just to recap this reading real quick, we've got some serious traumas that have happened that we have yet to truly come to terms with. We have yet to forgiven ourselves for and forgiven the other people. You know, that deep, dirty, muddy work that a lot of people don't want to do, and I don't blame them, has yet to be done, and it's hindering our experience. It seems like it's hindering the way we feel and the way we see life. But if we take a step back and we make time for our emotions, and we make time for us, and we choose us, and we say no when we need to, and we recharge and replenish when we need to, and we are just free in the way that we live, and once we, you know, start loving the art of just living again, the art of just being ourselves, that is when the healing will truly come together. That is when the healing will truly start. But I feel like the wound really has just been put in the shadows. Like, we don't need to see this right now. But if we do, the wound is just going to get worse, right? So the healing will happen. literally the last card that came out was healing. But the way that we can get that healing, we've got the solar plexus here. Okay? So we need to empower ourselves. We need to step back into our power by what? By accepting our narrative, accepting our story. There's parts of our lives that we just can no longer change. Parts that have happened to our story that we can't change, but what we can change is our perspective on it. Okay? We can bring light to it. We can bring love and compassion to it, no matter how dark it was. We can find acceptance. We can find forgiveness. We can find love. We can find all of those things so that we can move on healthily and then start enjoying life again. Okay, that's the energy that I feel here. So, dragons, your wings will be healed. You will fly again. But you need to tap into your soul and retrieve the parts of your soul that have been given out due to trauma, that have been given out due to painful experiences. Okay? We need to take back parts of our souls to be whole again. Okay, dragon? And you will fly. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But we need to pick us. We need to stop being so go and work and this and keeping ourselves busy. We need to pick ourselves, okay? Okay, dragons, so pick yourself. Be kind to yourself. Just know that this healing journey is not a clean, perfect, linear one. But just know that you bounce back up every single time, and that's what matters. Know your self-worth and write it down if you need to. Say it to yourself if you need to. Whatever you have to do. But just know that you're worthy and take baby steps, okay? But yeah. Okay, dragons. So that was your reading. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Let me know how this resonated with you. And yeah, y'all got this. It's nothing. Y'all got this for sure. Okay? Okay, I'll see y'all. Alright, hello there beautiful people who picked the rat piles. So let's get into it and let's see what is going on for y'all. What wounds, what healing that y'all need to... Ooh. Well, yeah, let me finish my sentence. The wounds and the healing that we need to get to, that we need to work on. Get out of your head, okay? I feel like the healing, it's similar to the dragon group. The healing is about learning to enjoy life again, letting yourself enjoy life. And how? By stepping out of our heads and moving in a way where we live with our hearts more. Okay? Let go of being logical. Let go of being calculated. Let life kind of unfold. Okay? That's the energy I'm feeling here. And extend your love and your empathy towards as many people and as many experiences as you can, because sometimes we get caught up in our heads, you know, and that may come from, you know, not being able to speak growing up. That can come from, you know, always being overshadowed with another person's voice. That can come from a lot of different things. But sometimes we kind of silence our verbal voices and we just really stick to the voice up there, and it can just create a really thick filter on the way we look at life, and it can create a bubble between us and the whole world. But it's important to know that we don't live in a bubble. We live in this world, and we are a part of this world just like everyone else in the world is. Just like all the plants in this world are, just like all the buildings, like everything in this world is happening and is here together, working in unison, and you're not excluded. So that's the energy I feel already. I feel like you have an ancestor looking over you. I specifically feel a feminine presence. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a female, a woman, or a person with a womb. I just feel feminine energy. This person is really looking after you and looking over you. I'm getting, wow. Well, they want the best for you. They really want to nurture you in this time. They really want to give you warmth. They really want to make you feel warm, but not in a way that's like, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of fire in these first two cards here. I don't think this person wants you to feel fire. I think this person wants you to feel the sun, the warm, beautiful sun. And they're watching over you, whoever that may be for you. I feel like whoever is listening to this will know who I'm talking about. But it's a warm, feminine energy. I feel like the person most likely has transitioned and has passed on. I don't think this is someone in our earth that's just thinking of you. It may be the case for some people. I just feel heavily this is someone who has transitioned, who is a greater part of moving all of these puzzle pieces on earth. I feel like since they've transitioned, they're really working hard on trying to move certain things on earth so that you can feel good again and flourish and experience and enjoy life. Wow, they're so sweet. They're really kind. Wow. Wow. I feel like there's a project that that's been put on hold. And I think it's been put on hold because of the thinking, because of the mental space that we're taking up here. I feel like there's something that you've wanted to work on and you've been thinking about. Maybe you've started, but it just isn't getting where you know it can get because you're just thinking and thinking and thinking. But Spirit wants you to know that thinking isn't going to get you where you want to go. At least not thinking the whole time, okay? We don't want our greatest ideas to just be ideas. We don't want it to stop there. We want it to be created. So nurturing and taking time with whatever you want to create is important. And I think that will have something to do with making you feel more aware. Okay? Because when we're working on a project, it needs our attentiveness, it needs our awareness, but in a different way, okay? Not just with only our minds, you know? Don't be super critical on your project, but be attentive with all of your senses, with your mind, your body, your soul, sight, all of that. Like, feel the project and look at the project in a different way. I was saying this with the dragon group too, you know? What we create, we need to start looking at it as if it's our child, as if this is someone you're, not someone, but like as if this is a project you're birthing, and you want to be gentle, you want to be kind to that child, okay? So that project, whatever that project may be for you, look at it with the lens of compassion. Call to the ancestor, call to this feminine energy that I'm feeling. Call to them and pray to them before you do it, before you get into it. Ask them for guidance. Or if that's not your jam, you can just feel their presence when you're doing your project, because they're there. But once you put your awareness that, oh, you know, they're around, then you'll just feel protected. They'll just be warm around you. So that project needs to get happening. Don't be critical. Don't be calculated. Let that project happen. Okay? Wow, the energy of this person that I'm feeling is so strong. Literally, I'm getting like chills. This person has a hand in whatever you're making. Literally. This person is like scattered in this project that you're creating. They have a hand in all of it. You may not know it right now, but they do. They certainly do. They certainly do. They're moving things so that your project can come to fruition. Okay? They truly are. So know that. Please know that. But also know that you need to allow them to. And you need to pay them some sort of respect as well. Because they, of course, want to help you, but you need to be, first of all, willing. And you just need to acknowledge them. Be grateful for them and thank them. Okay? This feminine presence may be a deity. If this isn't an ancestor for you, it may be a deity. So it could be, it literally could be Isis, all set. It could be Kali, you know. Tap in and feel what that is for you. But definitely a feminine figure that is in a realm higher than ours, that is really having a hand in this project. I feel like it's a creative project, you know. But just be aware of them. Know that they're there to serve you. Know that they're there to help you. Okay? When you're feeling overly critical, think of them. Okay? When you feel like your mind is going in overdrive, think of them. Feel them. Feel the warmth. Feel the sun. Okay? Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna actually tap into the book for this card in particular. It's the Grand Cross Provoker in the Black Moon astrology cards. I feel like right off the bat it's just very like action oriented, a need to take action. So let's see what it's about. The Grand Cross is an area of tension in a chart, thus becoming a great catalyst for movement and change. Boom. Okay. Okay. Wow. I'm getting tripped up over words, and it's interesting because literally this card is talking about communication. It's talking about action, and it's talking about things that lead to dead ends. So once we become more aware of everything around us, we can see things more clearly, and we won't find ourselves in situations where it's like you get the short end of the stick. Okay? So it's about awareness, because I feel like there's tension in your life. I feel like your life has just been pretty chaotic. There, like literally the fire in the first two cards, and now like after I've read the meaning of this card, it's just like there's been tension. You found yourself in situations where it's like, why is this happening to me? And your healing comes from your healing, and the wound is like life happens to you, but the healing comes from stepping out of your mind and being just fully aware and seeing how everything kind of works with each other, and seeing things from a bird's eye view. Okay? Seeing things from a bird's eye view is important, because I feel like the energy I'm feeling is just like focusing on the details, and like really thinking about the future. The future will come. The future will come. And we'll know the future. The future is literally every moment. Every single second is a new future, a new moment that we've just lived through. Don't focus so much on what you will be in the future. Do not focus so much on your destiny. What you need to focus on is the things here and now. Be aware of the things here and now. Okay? This project needs to happen. This project is itching to happen. This project will happen, and it's ready to pop out. Literally, the Seven of Discs is this woman like pregnant with this project that literally just needs to happen. You need to birth it like a child. What was I saying? Oh my god, yes. Birth it as if it's your child. Love it. Okay? Love it. Love it. it is a beautiful project. It's a project that the world needs. It's a project that the universe needs, okay? The vibration of the project will just lift people, okay? So of course the process of the project is hard, but don't have self-limiting doubts. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but don't limit yourself, okay? You are the vessel that this project chose to come out of. Honor that. Honor yourself. This project will come. You have literally higher realm, higher spirits that are having a hand at this, that want to nurse you and help you through this. Let them. Let them. Take care of yourself, feed yourself well, okay? Replenish yourself. Laugh. This is so funny. Take some time to stop using that mind and just experience. If you need to watch a stand-up, watch a stand-up. If you need to fucking watch much dank videos and just laugh, laugh. If you need to call up a friend and laugh on FaceTime, laugh. If you need to look at old embarrassing photos, whatever, let yourself laugh. Let yourself feel. Laugh is one of the most healing things that we can do, and it's literally that easy. Let yourself laugh. Let yourself be delighted by the world again. Life is not all about work. Life is not all about doing. Life is about enjoying as well, just as much as all the other things. Remember to enjoy. Remember to laugh. Remember to be happy. Allow yourself to feel joy, okay? Wow. Okay. Etch out that time to connect. Etch out that time to be spiritual. Create a time, create a space for it. Create an altar if you need to. Put a crystal under your pillow if you need to. Whatever you need to do to tap in. The universe is really asking you to tap in. So if that means reaching out to the ancestors that have passed on, if that means meditating and focusing on deities, if that means meditating, if that means working with crystals, if that means praying more, whatever spiritualness feels right for you, do it. But Spirit's really asking you to, because the solace is in the spiritual practice. The calmness is in the spiritual practice. The answers are in the spiritual practice. The healing and the medicine is in the spiritual practice. Etch out time for spirituality. Spirituality will help you make sense of everything going down below, down here. Okay? Yeah. Spirituality. Tap in. Let's recap. Let's recap, okay? Get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. Stop being so logical and calculated. And allow yourself to feel. Okay? Feel the ancestors. Feel the spirit guides. Feel the angels that are around you, that are supporting you, that are loving you. Okay? Feel them and know that they literally have a hand in this project, in this creative endeavor, in this thing that you're trying to curate. Know that they have a hand in it, and know that you are meant to make it. Okay? But just thinking about it and overthinking about it isn't going to create it. It takes actual doing. And doing it in a perspective that it's like, this work that I'm doing is important. I'm important. I love this. You know, at every stage, at every step of this project, I love it. Because I know that how much the universe needs it. Okay? Shifting your perspective on how you feel about this project is so important. And knowing and acknowledging that your ancestors and that spirit guides and that the higher realms literally want to help you, acknowledging them, giving them gratitude, and allowing them to help you. Okay? Always call on to your ancestors. Always call on to your spirit guides. Call on to whatever you truly believe in times of distress, in times where you're like, why is this happening to me? Why is it me? In those times when you just internalize and it's like, me, why? Take a step back and tap in. Meditate, pray, whatever it is for you, take a step back to do that. They have the answers. They have the comfort. They have the solace that you need in order to birth yourself, rebirth yourself almost. I feel like there's a rebirth that needs to happen. It's stepping away from an old mindset, adapting a new one so that you can enjoy life and enjoy the things that you create again and laugh again and be happy and feel good. Okay? That is the energy I'm feeling for the rat. Wow. Also, don't be scared. You will be seen. You will be seen. Period. You are seen. You already are seen. Just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean you aren't. You're seen. You're valued. The work that you do is valued. The work that you do is seen. Okay? Know that. Please know that. Your voice is not small. Your voice is not small. Okay? Your voice will move people. It will move energies. It will move things. Just because you don't see it right now doesn't mean it's not happening. Doesn't mean it won't happen. Know that your voice is important. Okay. Alright, people who picked the rats, I wish y'all all the best. Y'all got this. Tap in. You are worthy. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how this resonated for you. And yeah, bye. Hello, beautiful people who chose the snake pile. So I'm just going to cleanse a little bit. I just did 2 readings and I just want to cleanse the energy a little with the singing bowl. Very grateful for it. Okay. Alright, snakes. Let's tap in. Let's tap in and see what wound needs to be addressed, needs to be healed, what steps we can take, the medicine. And it's also raining outside, so I'm sorry if y'all have trouble hearing me. I'm going to try to speak a little bit louder. But let's tap in, y'all. I'm getting mixed messages right now, so I guess I'm gonna go through all of them. This is really interesting. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages, and I didn't have that for the other 2 piles. But that's not a bad thing. I don't want y'all to think that's a bad thing. But I'm gonna, let's see. I'm gonna pull some more cards and let's see what's popping. Okay. Okay. Alright, the message is a little clearer now. So, thank you for your patience. I am seeing the need to get the mind, the body, and the soul all on the same track. More specifically, I feel like the body, not more specifically, just more focus on the body. I feel like there might have been some traumas when it comes to the body. If so, I really do apologize. It feels like there has been some trauma that has, in result, created a disconnect between you and your body, a disconnect with you and your personality, a disconnect with you and your character, who you are, your spirit. There has become a disconnect because of some traumas that have happened. Yeah, wow. And so accepting joy and accepting pleasure may be hard. Feeling like you deserve joy and deserve pleasure may be hard. Oh wow. But know that you will get through this and this will pass. Why? Because you have people that are right there and ready to help you heal. Okay? I feel like you have people that are ride or die for you. You have a strong circle around you. But they can't help you unless you let them. Unless you ask. You know, and maybe telling them about the trauma might be a step you don't want to take yet. But just asking them that you need help and that you need assistance or you just need whatever is a step, okay? I think that coming to terms and forgiving yourself for the trauma that happened is really the first step. And that might be hard. It's hard. I'm even struggling for words. So it's like, I almost feel like it's something that you want to suppress, that you don't even want to put any light on. But you need to put light on it in order for you to flourish, in order for you to accept joy, in order for you to accept pleasure. And that's pleasure not just sexually at all. That's pleasure in all avenues of life. You know, sometimes we are so hardened by our experiences that we don't allow ourselves to experience pleasure, even in things that are supposed to be pleasurable, like eating, like, you know, intimate time with somebody, like, you know, anything that we love doing. Like, say you love cooking and you don't feel pleasure anymore. You know, sometimes we deny ourselves pleasures because traumas that have happened and things that have happened in our past are just so paralyzing that nothing feels colorful anymore. But please know that you have a strong support group that is ready and willing at any point. You just have to say it. You just have to say it. Please know that you have a lot of opportunities and a lot of help. You know, there may be some sectors in your life that seems like, you know what, it's an empty cup and there's nothing here for me and it sucks, and those feelings are valid, but just know that focusing on those feelings will just make you feel like lack. It will just make you feel like you don't have anything. But in actuality, you have so much things. You have everything. You have love all around you. You're literally surrounded by love. You're surrounded by support. But when you focus on all of the things that didn't work out, that tumbled, that crumbled, you're not going to be able to accept the support and see the support, okay? But just know that all of the trauma that you went through, it's building you up. It's not tearing you down, it's building you up. These things happen to you because the universe knows you're a warrior. The universe knows that you'll get through this, and you've gone through this before, okay? I feel like these traumas that have happened to you may have happened in lives before, but you've got through it. And it's just like you're going through it again as almost like a test. And it sucks to kind of say it like that, but sometimes the universe does that. Sometimes the universe brings us old karma and old tests. And sometimes when we're clouded with our judgment, we don't really know how to act, and then we get really, really hurt. But just know that you've gone through this before and you'll get through it, and you're a warrior. You know how to keep going. You know how to patch yourself up. You know how to heal yourself. You know how to tend to yourself. So just know that you're built for this, and you have a strong, beautiful support system around you, okay? We have the sun, spirit in reverse. So you've been, I guess, kind of in the shadows lately. okay? And that may be when you're alone and also in public, like you're in the shadows, whether your thoughts are in the shadow or when you're in public, you just still extend that, like you're still in your shadow thoughts. I just feel like you're not allowing your spirit to shine. You're denying it spotlight, you're denying it shine because you're so almost just paralyzed by the traumas that you've went through. But just know that whatever we think about is what continues to manifest in our life. So if you continue to still think in lack and continue to still think like just negative thoughts, it'll manifest and you will have to continue to tackle the hard things in life. But if you take the traumas that have happened, take them outside of your own brain and start to unpack them and see them for what they are and just, you know, put them out somewhere other than here. Because the thing is, when we think of things, especially traumatizing things, in our brain, it just gets amplified. It just gets magnified. It just gets boom, boom, boom. But when we take it out of ourselves and we just look at it for face value, what it is, it becomes so much, I don't want to say better, but it just becomes a little bit easier to digest. You know, it becomes a little less heavy. Not to say that it isn't heavy, but it becomes a little less heavy. It becomes more manageable. It becomes something that you can actually conquer once you take it out of your mind. Okay? It's a time to reflect. It's a time to reflect. I feel like although that I did speak about that strong group of people that are ready and willing to help you at any point in time, I think that before anything, it's about self-reflection. It's about accepting what has happened. It's about just being like, okay, you know what? This happened, but I got through it. This happened, but I'm going to find the lesson from it. And I'm going to see, okay, how can I avoid something like this? How can I see the red flags more boldly next time? It's about really reflecting, okay? Reflecting in a way that it's not just like reliving the situation, but more so, okay, when the situation happened, maybe think about the people you surrounded yourself with. Maybe think about the things that you were doing. Maybe think about it bigger, you know? If you're used to just thinking about what happened over and over, slowly and slowly just try to take a step back. Make your view like this. Slowly and slowly at your own pace, okay? And at a certain point, eventually see it at a bird's eye view. And realize that this trauma does not deserve the magnifying glass that you put to it. Okay? Accept it for what it is and know that it made you stronger. But don't give it more power than it needs. Truly. Accept it for what it is. We can't change our past. But what we can do is change how we move on in the future. Yeah. Accept yourself. Accept that you are shedding old skin and the new you is destined to come out. Okay? And the new you is gonna light up rooms. But right now, I just feel like the snake energy is like you're shedding the skin and the skin's thick and it's hard and it's itchy and you're like, oh, I just want to escape from this. I just want to escape. But we need to take this time to be like, listen, why did I need to escape this in the first place? What happened? How can I find a lesson in this and move forward better? Okay? So when it comes to healing our bodies and healing all the parts of us and making it whole and one again and working on accepting joy and pleasure, we need to remember that the things that happen to us are not the end-all be-all. They are not us. The things that happen to you are not you. Okay? But you being a survivor, you being a warrior, that's you. So focusing on that. And eventually, okay, sorry. Had to dance that out because I don't know how long that music will be there. But you will come out of your old skin and you will shine. But you need to remember that what you think creates your reality. So if you're still in a mindset where you're thinking things that don't serve you, you're going to be given in life things that don't serve you. You're going to be like, what the fuck? I went through this before. I went through this before. You don't need to go through it again. So how do you do that? Shifting your perspective. Shifting your perspective. Being kind to yourself. Accepting joy and pleasures in the little ways. In the little ways. If you love to cook, find joy in that again. You know, whatever it is, start little. Start little. It's a process. But you got this. You got this. You have a strong support system whenever you're ready. Okay? I have a feeling like this is something you probably want to tackle on your own and reflect on your own. But you have a support system whenever you are ready. Whenever you want it. So know that. Okay? But snake group, y'all got this. Just know that you're abundant and know that you are blessed and connected and protected. And know that you are not your thoughts. You are not the memories that are replaying. You are a survivor, you are a warrior, and you're destined for greatness. So don't forget that. Don't forget that. Yeah. But that's what I have for y'all snake groups. I need to figure out how I want to do this, because I feel like calling y'all whatever the animal is works and feels natural for me, but I don't know if that's weird. Let me know. Also, a snake group, let me know if y'all have any questions, if this resonated, any comments. Yeah, but y'all got this. I believe in y'all. Y'all are not what happened. Y'all are the warriors that came out of what happened. Okay? Alright. Sending y'all lots of love. Bye. Alright. Hello there, people who picked the bull pile. Let's get into it. Let's see what the wound is, what really needs healing, the medicine that we can use, the steps we can take, and anything else that comes up. Let's get into it. Okay. Wow. All right. I feel like the healing has to do with vices, has to do with escapism. That escapism could be from substances, can be from drugs, food, entertainment. It can be from relationships, intimacy, sex. There's just been escapism and vices, running away from problems, running away from yourself. I feel like that's the wound here. Not feeling fulfilled alone, but needing these things to feel fulfilled. Right off the bat, I need to say you don't need any of these things to do anything at all. You're good on your own, right? But if if we've experienced life, always kind of having these unhealthy habits, unhealthy coping mechanisms, it can feel like we need all these things in order to function, but you don't. You absolutely don't. You absolutely don't. You are blessed with you're just blessed with protection. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. I feel like spirit, higher beings, higher realms are really watching over you and are blessing you. It feels like it's almost like you're always covered. It may not always feel like that, but like if you think about it, if you really sit down and think about your life, like you're always covered to some certain extent. It might not be the most timely, but the universe always has you, and I feel like you know that. So know that the universe will have you in you healing and finding healthier ways to care for yourself, right? Know that you will be victorious in fighting these battles, in fighting these addictions, these vices, these habits. But you need to be the one to shift your perspective. It seems like you've been kind of allowing yourself, enabling yourself. There might even be people in your circle, people in your life that are enabling you to go down this path, right? If we friend people that have the same vices, that the same habits, and we still hang out with them, it's so easy to literally do exactly what you shouldn't do. It's so easy because everyone else is doing it. It's so easy because we're all just enabling each other. But you need to know that there's no shackles on you. You have free will. You can do literally whatever you want with your energy, whatever you please. Just know that these temptations, they don't actually have a hold on you. You have a hold on them. That's the gag. That's the tea with that one, okay? So shift your perspective. Take your power back. These things, these activities, do not hold you, do not have your power. You are holding them. Shift your perspective, okay? Shift your perspective. Once you do, it's gonna be rough, okay? Giving up things out of the blue is rough, but it's needed. Okay, I almost feel like y'all are gonna be like phoenixes. Phoenixes? Is that? I think that's how you say it. But like phoenixes rising out of the ashes after this, because y'all are gonna have to destroy what it seems to be a lot of y'all lives. I feel like maybe y'all lives kind of revolve around your escapism, whether that be you make money in order to escape, or you work things in your schedule in order to find a time to escape, whatever it is. So it's gonna really destructure and destroy your life as you know it, and that's gonna be tough for you to process. This I have a feeling that maybe this is a long haul. Maybe you've been in a relationship, a sexual relationship that hasn't served you for a very long time. Maybe you've been, you know, abusing substances for a very long time. Maybe maybe you've been just laying in bed and not getting up and just drowning yourselves in reality shows or whatever it is. Maybe you've been doing things like that for a long time. And letting go of that and putting new things in our lives is not easy. It's hard. But you can do it. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself again. Pisces, I believe. You need to know that you are capable. That is the motivation. That will be the catalyst for you healing and stepping away from what does not serve you, from stepping away from what only hurts you more. You need to truly believe in yourself and your ability. You need to step in life with the perspective of taking good with the bad. I feel like maybe before, or maybe even now still, there's an emphasis on one side, one extreme, and not enough looking at things equally, right? Maybe we focus so much on the bad that we want to run to the escapism. Okay? Maybe we're at the escapism and we're only focusing on the good things about the escapism. When we look at things and we take them for what they are, good and bad together, we can make more educated decisions, right? So, High Priestess energy. Look at the duality of things, okay? So, when it comes to things in life, don't just be like, you know what, this is a terrible situation, I hate it, and this sucks. But be like, okay, this sucks, but you know, what is this, what lesson can I get here, you know, what is this teaching me? Okay, it's valid to feel negative emotions, but we also have to feel the positive emotions from it too. Every situation is dual. Everything in life is dual, okay? There's a dark side and a light side to everything, so make sure you see them both, so then you can just be like, oh, it's not too bad, you know? It's even, it's balanced. All right? Oh, that is beautiful. Just know that brighter roads are here for you. Your future is guaranteed. You will reinvent yourself. You will rebuild yourself, okay? I kind of have a feeling like y'all had a plan for yourselves, and y'all had an idea of what you wanted to do with your life, and maybe it was put on hold because of these shadow things that have been holding you back. But just know that you can pick right up where you left off, and you can still build yourself to whoever you want to be. Okay, just know your future is there. It's bright and it's ready. Like, you've had a long road. You have had a long, cold road, but you are about to step into warmth, okay? Whew! Courage. Come on. Come on. I'm excited for y'all. Let me say that. I'm excited for y'all. Y'all have the courage to move on. You just have to really tap into your heart. Tap into your heart. Feel with your heart again. Don't feel with all these little outside senses. I don't want to belittle them or anything. But, you know, when we focus so much on sensory things like, oh, like this love makes me feel good, or these substances make me feel good, this food makes me feel good, like, all those things can leave at a snap of a second. But when we tap into ourselves and we feel good in ourselves, just how we are plain, we are indestructible, right? There's nothing that can stop us. So find that love, find that courage, and find that bravery from within to start your journey of reinventing yourself. Okay? I'm excited for y'all. I'm very excited for y'all. Just know that you can do it. Stop being stubborn. Stop being stubborn with yourself. Okay? Make it easy for yourself. Allow yourself to get up and start fresh. Okay? Well, let's recap. Let's recap, y'all. It seems like I said, y'all are kind of participating in things that you have no business participating in. Things that don't serve you. Vices, addictions, people, workplaces, whatever. Y'all have been doing these things, indulging yourselves in these things in order to escape from yourselves, in order to escape from problems deep inside that y'all just are kind of avoiding, you know. And y'all need to remember that y'all are really, really blessed, that y'all are always covered and protected, and that anything that you want to do, any route, any endeavor you want to do is blessed and will happen, and that you will conquer. But you need to shift your perspective. You need to use your free will and do what's best for you, and leave what isn't. Leaving the repetitive cycles that keep you mentally in chains. Because when you're mentally in chains, like, you just are so predictable, you know? Like, the cycles that you go through are predictable. The things that you do are predictable. Okay? But when we take control and we shift our perspectives, we really start healing, and we start reinventing ourselves and realizing the things that we're capable of that we had no idea because of all of the things that we did before that were holding us back. Okay? You're going to discover so much about yourself as you reinvent yourself. You just have to believe that you can do it. Believe that you are capable. Believe that you have everything in you to be able to do it. Okay? So Sorry, y'all, there was a bicycle that went past. But as I was saying, it's so important for y'all to believe in yourselves. And as y'all are on the road of reinventing yourselves and creating healthy and beautiful new habits, when it comes to the things that you experience in life, take everything, the good and the bad, together. Okay, in every experience, there's duality, there's light and dark. So don't focus too much on the dark. Focus on both. Give equal focus on both so that you can just be like, oh, okay, this is manageable. I can do this. I can conquer this. I can get through, you know? Just know that your future is promised and that your future is bright. Okay? There's only up from this. There's literally only up from this. I feel like you've been on the floor for a while. You've been on the ground for a while. So there's literally only up, but you just have to find the self-will, the will within yourself to get up. And that starts from your heart, believing in yourself, having courage, knowing that you don't need anything in the world to believe in yourself but you. Okay? Develop self-love. Etch out time to love yourself. All the time that you spent on these unhealthy habits, take that same time into loving yourself. Whatever that may look like for you. It could be a face mask. It could be a meditation session. It could be laughing with your friends. It could be painting, cutting grass, cooking, whatever it is for you. Take some time for self-care. Doing things that really bring you joy without anything else, you know. Coloring, whatever it is. Things that are healthy for you, that bring you joy. And I feel like with energy like this, advice for me, myself, I've gone through this. I feel like we've all gone through this. Choosing to do something where the end result is something you can look at and be proud of is beautiful. Seriously. So when I get down in the slumps and I want to fall back into unhealthy things, I'm like, you know what? Get up and do something. So if that's painting, I'm painting, I'm done, I look at it, I'm like, wow, I used my energy to create this. Literally in college, I would have so many like panic attacks and like existential crises and just would like fucking freak out. What I did, I would literally sit on my fucking bathroom crying in distress, but I would be, you know, like painting on like some clothing, or I would be like making holes and like distressing some jeans, doing something like that where it's like, you know what, I can put the energy that I'm feeling in myself into something, and then it'll help me, it'll relax me, maybe play some music, in the meanwhile FaceTime a friend, whatever. But once you're done, not only did you cycle through your emotions, but you just created something that you can look at and be like, wow, I was really struggling when I made this, but I made this, and wow, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. It's all in the little things, okay? It's all in the little things, and you got this. Just find the heart in yourself to do it, okay? Find the courage in yourself to do it. You totally got this, okay? Bulls, bulls, don't be too stubborn, okay? Don't be too fixed in things that you've been doing. Break free. Break free from the mental chains and know that you can reinvent yourself. You got this. Believe in yourself. Take the good and the bad. And just know that there's a beautiful, bright future waiting for you. So yeah, group that picked the bull, that is all that I have for you. I hope this reached you well. And if you have any questions, any comments, please let me know. Let me know how this resonated with you. And yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.